Anthropic just released Claude Fable 5, and their headline claim is that it's built for long, multi-step jobs. The longer the task, the bigger its lead. Now, that's a testable claim, so I'm going to test it. One written brief, and Fable 5 has to produce a complete product launch campaign. Product shots, a label concept, a cinematic video, a vertical cutout, reels, a 4K print version, and the captions through one connector called Higgsfield in one conversation. And I'll show you the full setup from zero, then we run the job and see how far it gets without me. I'm Jamie, and let's get into it. Quick disclosure first, this video is sponsored by Higgsfield. Everything you're about to see is a real workflow, including anything that fails along the way. 30 seconds of context so the rest makes sense. Higgsfield is a creative AI platform, image models, video models, editing tools. On its own, it's a website where you generate media. What we're using today is their MCP connector. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it's just the standard way that Claude connects to outside tools. Turn the connector on and Claude can work with Higgsfield and bring the results back into your chat. The division of labor matters. Higgsfield is the camera crew. Its models render every pixel. Claude is the director. It plans the job, writes the production grade prompts, picks which models fits each assets, and keeps the whole thing on track. Good crew plus good director is the whole idea of this video. Connecting Higgsfield to Claude is very quick to do. I'm going to put the link to this page down below because we're going to be using this in a moment. Now, if I go to Claude, where I want you to go is over on the side, we're going to go to Customize. Now, you're going to see connectors. We're going to click on connectors and we're going to do a custom connector. So we're going to hit this add connector up here, add custom connector. So this is what we need to do. So I added Higgsfield just as a name. Now I'm going to go back to this and just copy this here and go back and just paste it in right here. And all I have to do is click add. First time you use it, Claude will send you to Higgsfield to sign in. You'll need a free Higgsfield account, link in the description, authorize once, and you're connected for good. After you connect it to your Higgsfield account, you're going to see your tool permissions that you can go through and set how you would like. But now if I go back just to a new chat here, you'll see that if I go and hit the plus for the connectors, I'm going to have Higgsfield right here. And make sure that you have it toggled on. One more step, and for this video, it's an important one, the model picker. I'm selecting Claude Fable 5 right here. Now, two things to know before we rely on it. It's Anthropic's most capable model and the one built for exactly this kind of long multi-step run. And it draws down your plan usage about twice as fast as Opus 4.8. So part of today's test is whether it earns that. Right now, it's included in the paid Claude plan for launch window. Current availability is in the description. Now the part that actually determines whether this works, the brief. Not a one-line prompt, a real brief, like you hand a freelancer. It needs the brand context, the deliverables, the formats, and the rules. Here's mine. The product is First Frost, a new seasonal espresso blend from our demo brand, Basecamp Brew Co. The brief gives Claude the brand in 2 sentences, the list of 8 deliverables, a label concept, 3 product shots, a hero video matched to the hero image, a vertical cut for reels, a 4K upscale for print, and captions for 2 platforms. Then the 2 control lines at the very bottom. Show me the full plan first, including which model you'll use for each asset, and before generating anything, estimate the total credit cost. Wait for my approval. Let's go ahead and submit. Okay, so here's the plan, the full plan. So it's going through and it has the list of the credits. I have packaged and label concept. It's going to use Nano Banana. 2 credits, hero product shot, lifestyle shot. It's going to show me what it's making, what it's using for each of these, the aspect ratio, the bean details. Let's go 4K upscale. I'm kind of curious of what that one was going to cost. So it seems like the reframe is the most expensive single step, more than any of the video itself. 720 is fine. So they've planned the video. So let's proceed, and let's proceed at 720. So let's go ahead and submit. Now, watch how much happens off of one approval. Now, first, the label concept. Each result lands in the interactive panel right here inside the chat. Look at the Claude prompt right up here that it wrote. Then we have the first image. We have the recreate here. You can see where we have the download or the edit or even animate. The 3 product shots build next. So the hero, the lifestyle, and the detail are here. Same scene, logic across all 3. We can see different prompts on each of these, how everything's connected through. And I haven't had to do anything. Once that one approval that I gave it, everything's just popping out now. Claude's carrying that brand context from brief through every prompt. And this moment is the test inside the test. The video needs the finished hero image as the starting frame, which means something had to wait for it to render to hand off the file across. Now, Fable 5 managed the dependency itself. Waits, grabs the finished frame, feeds it to the video model. I didn't time anything or nudge anything. Just keep this moment in mind for the verdict. If something fails, and with video generation sometimes it does, you just ask Claude to retry. I'm leaving whatever happens in this take. Okay, let's keep moving down. Here we have the upscale image. And if we keep going down next, and there's our 9:16 video. I'll just play it real quickly. So it reframed it. We have a bit of music in here. Okay, I'll keep going down. And here's everything in the pipeline, and it has all the different credits too. So it kind of gives me a recap what everything was made in. Actual spend, 50 credits. So that was a little bit better than the 71, but it's kind of right in that budget. And here are the captions down here. To adding Higgsfield to Claude and running that brief I gave it, everything took under 10 minutes to complete. No honest workflow video skips this part. The first pass is never all keepers. Let's fix the weakest asset. Now, the label is the one I'm going to push on. I'm going to say that the label typography feels a little generic here. And this is what I'm going to say. Make it feel more handset and bring in a frost motif without making it wintry cliche. So one sentence, and because all the context is already in the conversation, I'm not going to re-describe the whole brand. Let's see what happens. So I didn't re-describe the brand, the bag, or the blend. That's the compounding payoff of doing this in one chat instead of bouncing between tools. Every revision gets cheaper to ask for. So did Fable 5 pass the test? The job got done, 1 brief to 8 deliverables with 1 approval in the middle, and the asset quality is genuinely usable for a small business, classroom, or side project. But the job got done isn't the claim we were testing. The claim was about long, multi-step work specifically. So I ran the identical brief on Opus 4.8 to isolate the difference. Honest result, same plan quality, same image quality. The difference showed up at the dependency moment I flagged. So where the video had to wait for the hero image, Fable handled the wait itself. Opus hit an error and needed me to come back and say go on the job. That was the one nudge, but that's the shape of the difference. The longer and more chain the run, the more of those moments there are. And Fable is the one that absorbs them instead of handing them back to you. So my verdict on the 2-time cost for one-off images and quick asks, stay on Opus 4.8. The results look the same for runs like today, where the whole point is walking away while it works. Fable 5 is what the 2-time buys. That's a narrow recommendation in the launch hype, and it's a true one. I hope this gave you an idea of what's possible with using the Higgsfield MCP to connect with your Claude account using Fable 5 or just Opus 4.8. The link is down below in the description if you want to try it out today. Thanks for watching this time on Teacher's Tech. I'll see you next week with more tech tips and tutorials.